Welcome to the next session on ANSYS CFD tutorials. In this session, we will analyze the NACA 4412 aerofoil at an angle of attack of 15 degree. We will start by double clicking on Fluid Flow Fluent. First, we'll go to Geometry and right click. New Design Modeler Geometry. First, I'll go to Units, Millimeter, XY plane, look at. I'll click on the point option. It is asking for the coordinate file, which I'll provide. Open. I'll click on generate. Next, I'll go to concept 3D curve. Here I'll go for point selection. I'll start by clicking on each point. Now here you can see there are 2 points. So be careful. You can start with any one of the 2 points in any one direction. I'm starting with the top direction. So you can see here this is done. Now I'll click on apply and generate. Now you can see here these 2 points are also left and these 2 points. So I'll go to concept lines from points. I'll click on these 2 points by selecting the control button, apply, generate. Then again I'll go to concept lines from points and select these 2 points, apply and generate. So now we have created the entire sketch. So we'll go to concept sketches from edges. I'll select all the 3 lines, apply and generate. So you can see the entire surface is formed. In case you miss out on the points over here, then the surface will not be formed. We'll click on this point option. I'll go to look at. Now I want to create the bounding box, so I'll go to XY plane, sketching. I will use the rectangle option today. Initially I was using the lines. You can either use lines or you can use rectangle directly. So I'll go to dimensions and I'll give these dimensions. See, if you click on this one again, you'll get this error. So click on undo. Now what you should do is you should first click on the center line and then this one and then stretch. So in case you click here, it will show overwriting of the dimension because you have already selected H1. Now once this is done, we'll give the dimensions. H1 is say 200, L3 is 50, L5 is also 50, B2 is 100. Now we'll go to concept surfaces from sketches. We have created sketch 1, apply. Here either you can go for add material or add frozen, whichever you want. Click on generate. This is done. Now we will give an orientation. So I'll go to create body transformation, rotate. It is asking for the body, which is the airfoil. Apply. The angle is 15 degree, which is the critical angle of attack. So we will check the lift and the drag force over the aerofoil at this critical angle of attack. Any angle more than this one will cause the stalling of aerofoil. So now we'll go to axis selection, click on XY plane, apply and generate. So now you can see angle is changed, but you can still see the line body. So go to line body, right click, suppress body. Then I'll go to create boolean. I want to subtract the aerofoil from this entire body. So target is the entire body, that is the box. Tool body is the airfoil, apply and generate. So you can see the geometry is created with a positive angle of attack of 15 degree. So now we'll close this. We'll go to mesh and double click. We'll go to mesh option. Here I'll give the size as 0.001 meter and generate. You can see the meshing is done. Now we will give the name to these edges. So we will start with this one. Right click, create name selection. This is the inlet. This side is the outlet. This is the airfoil. This is the top surface. And this is the bottom one. You can see here all the labelings are done. Next I'll go to mesh and update mesh. Once this is done, we will close the window. We can see here the mesh translation was successful. Now we'll go to setup and double click. We'll select double precision, solver processes 2 and start. The solver type is pressure based, velocity formulation is absolute, time is steady, and we are doing 2D analysis, hence it is showing 2D space planar. So we'll go to model. The default one is SST K omega model. I'll leave it to as it is. Fluid by default is air, so we don't have to change it. We'll directly go to boundary condition, inlet velocity, and give the velocity as 15 meters per second. Apply and close. Then we'll go to reference values, compute from the inlet, and reference zone is a surface body. Next we'll go to method. Here the turbulent kinetic energy model is the second order upwind type. Then we'll go to monitors and we'll double click on report plots. New. Again we'll click on new. Force report drag. We'll first select the drag coefficient. So we'll write here drag CD. We'll select the airfoil. We'll click on print to console. OK. Again I'll click on new force drag. So this time I'll select drag force. So I'll write here drag space force. We'll select airfoil, print to console. OK. Again we'll click on new force lift. Here we'll select lift coefficient on the airfoil. We'll write here lift space CL, print to console. OK. Again we'll click on new force lift force this time. We'll change this to lift force. We'll click on airfoil, print to console. OK. All four are done. So we'll click on OK now and close. Then we'll go to initialization. Hybrid initialization is what we are going to choose. We'll click on initialize. You can see here hybrid initialization is done. Then we'll go to calculation activities. Double click on auto save every iteration. We'll select 20 here. OK. Then we'll go to run calculations and double click. Here we'll give number of iterations as say 300 and calculate. You can see calculation is complete. Once this is done, we will go to drag CD plot. Here you can see the maximum drag is 0.0478. We will also see what is the drag force. It is 6.5868 Newton. Let's check the highest lift. It is 0.26 approximately. And we'll also see the lift force. The highest value is approximately 36 Newton. So these are the values which you obtain. Also we will see where the solution has converged. It has converged at the 98th iteration. We have given 300 iterations, which is much more than this. But it's okay. It will converge wherever it has to, and after that it will stop calculating. So once this is done, we can now close this window. Okay. We'll go to the main screen and double click on results. We'll first click on streamline 1. Okay. Start from symmetry 1. Number of points here I give as 100 and apply. So you can see here, this is how the air flows over the aerofoil, and in this zone a bit of vortex creation can be seen. The maximum velocity here is 33.64 meters per second, which is in this zone, and here the velocity is 0. Now we'll go to animation, we'll select sweep animation, we'll select the streamline 1, remove the forever loop, repeat it 3 times, then we'll select 74 frames per second and play. So now you can see the flow is taking past the aerofoil and some fluid over here goes into a vortex motion. Now we'll reduce the size of the ball to say 0.5 and we'll reduce the speed a bit and play again. The fluid was flowing past the aerofoil and again you can see here vortex formation. So once this is done, we have seen the streamline. We will remove the stick from here. We'll go to contour 1. Okay. Location is symmetry 1. Variable is pressure. Range is local. Number of contours 110. I'll go to render and remove show contour lines. Apply. So this is a pressure contour that you can see. Here the pressure is high and in this zone the pressure is lower. The highest pressure is 2.407 into 10 raised to 2 Pascal. Now we will go for the contour of velocity. So we'll remove this. Click again on contour. Select symmetry 1. Variable is velocity. Range is local. Number of points 110. Go to render. Remove the show contour lines option. Apply. So now you can see here that this zone is showing you 0 velocity. Also there will be vortex formation and vortex shedding over here. And at this point you can see the velocity is higher above. And here you can see the velocity is low. So it is 0. And the highest velocity is 33.6428 as you can read from here meters per second. So this is indicating that the aerofoil has velocity high over here. And also it is trying to move upwards. So the lift force was also quite high as you saw. The drag was also there. The reason is this angle of attack over here is a critical angle of attack. If you go more than 15 degree, your aerofoil will go into stalling mode. So it is never advisable to increase the angle of attack more than 15 degree if you want a good lift force. And whatever lift you observe at this angle of attack is the maximum angle of attack, and that is the best lift for this aerofoil. So with this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the analysis. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.